type of people that God chooses. The picture that we see today makes you feel more inadequate. We see a lot of successful people, intellectual people. When you look at the world and religion, it's very easily going to fit in inadequate. When you look at the picture of success, what people call blessed today. And then a lot of times people who are not as fortunate but yet called, they can very easily feel out of place. What we see today in this last day church, we see a church that's increased with goods, have need of nothing. And here we are, we still need. We don't have what they have as far as the world and success. So understand why our standard of holiness is our covering that makes us beautiful to God. Because we don't look as blessed as the world's definition today. I'm blessed. When you see success in ministry, when you take a look, you see people in an intellectual or theological level and don't even have whole truth, but it look like they are the popular ones, and here we are. All we got is Jesus and our testimony. And I'm just so grateful that He privy me and us to be in His holiness process, sitting up under a real apostle in truth and understanding that my holiness stand is my covering. I already don't fit in. I already don't look like success today. I already don't measure up to the world's definition of a successful man of God. But there's one thing that they cannot take from me. I do have this something going on with Jesus. And it's real. It may not be visible to everybody. But when you know that you know that you know. I don't have what they have, but I got me something going on with God. And it's real. And it's working. When I look back in Exodus 4 and 10 and I see how Moses start talking about how he's not eloquent in speech. The Bible said Moses said unto the Lord, O my Lord, I am not eloquent, neither thou heretofore, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech and slow of tongue. And I'm seeing the process of the type of people that God called. And then what throws it off is when people of a low estate have admiration to be like people who have worldly success, but don't necessarily mean they got a relationship with God and they go to church. And so you'll be in church feeling like you're inadequate. So the Lord had said, back to Moses in Exodus 4:11. And the Lord said unto him, who have made man's mouth, and who maketh the dumb or the deaf or the seeing or the blind? Have I not the Lord? He said, I made that. Now notice, he chose an inadequate person, Moses. And I'm telling you how I grew up in the church. And I could see the people that God sent in the ministry that he has given me. And then you can look at the future and see where God is trying to do. Now, God got angry because Moses was saying the fact that he wasn't good enough. You know, that's Exodus 4:14. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Moses. And he said, is not Aaron the Levite thy brother? And I know that he can speak well. And also, behold, he cometh forth to meet thee. And when he seeth thee, he will be glad in his heart. So God was angry because Moses was pointing out his reasoning why he feels he can't do what God asked him to do. And if you allow God to take you with all your schism in you and let him take out what he want to take out you and put in what he want to put in you, and it hurts. So that's why you don't see a lot of people really making it to that point. It's because it hurts to be separated, to be sanctified among the sanctified. Let's take a look at the type of people. Luke 5 in your Bible. Sheila here? Luke 5:1. Read.
And it came to pass
Turn that mic down so it's louder than mine. Read.
That as the people pressed upon him to hear the word of God, he stood by the lake of the Gennesaret, and saw two ships standing by the lake, but the fishermen were gone out of them, and were washing their nets. And he entered into one of the ships, which was Simon's, and prayed him that he would thrust out a little from the land, and he sat down and taught the people out of the ship.
Now he done got on the boat with Simon and said, just go out a little bit so I can talk to the people. He ain't have no platform and no stage. So his stage is finna be the boat, and he finna go out and they're gonna speak back to the people. So now he has connected with some fishermen. They're out there fishing. And that's their living. That's how they make their money. But they ain't good at it. That's their occupation, but they're not really good at it. So Jesus got on the boat. What verse we at?
4.
Read.
Now when he had left speaking, he said unto Simon, launch out into the deep, and let down your nets for a draught. And Simon answered and said unto him, Master, we have toiled all the night, and have taken nothing. Nevertheless, at thy word, I will let down the net.
Now I'm a fisherman, and I've been fishing all night. You telling me to throw the net out there? He said, I done fished this lake all night. I ain't caught nothing. And Jesus said, just launch it out there. He said, this is what I do for a living. And I've been doing it all night long. I ain't caught nothing. Read.
And when they had this done, they enclosed a great multitude of fishes, and their net brake.
They got a broken net. And Jesus just told them to cast the net out. And he let him know how inadequate he is. I've been fishing all night. We ain't caught nothing in this lake. And now they get ready to pull up, and it's multitudes of fish in a broken net. They're fishing, but they ain't even good at what they're doing. Tell somebody that's the type of people God chose. The pride is what is demonstrated today. That's what even in inadequate people, they're spickers of pride because they want to pretend to be something that they're not. Let me tell you something. When God with it, it's going to increase. It's going to be better. But I ain't trying to impress church people and nobody else. I am who I am by the grace of God. And what you do when you come among, you're so busy looking, comparing yourselves among yourselves, and you taking this perception that this is success. Success is me being real with God. Me being honest with myself and honest with God. Me being obedient to his word. That's success. It don't necessarily mean I'm going to have the money and the material things. But I got to have me a relationship with God. And one of my coverings is my standard of holiness. I don't have to look like you because I don't look good enough for you no how. I don't have to dress like you because I can't do it and be appropriate for you no how. So therefore, I'm going to go into impressing God. Why? He's attracted to the beauty of holiness because I ain't good enough no how. I'm too inadequate. I'm too ignorant to ever be the world's definition of success in the church. I need God and a man of God that I can follow. And I still may not measure up to church definition of success. It may not measure up because when you even get into church, people go to picking at the time. Oh, the moment you try to live right, they'll start questioning you. Oh, you want to be deep now? You think you so? Yes, I'm different even here in the church. Yes, I'm different. Because I don't even want to be like you. I know that's right. Because you don't mind blending in and just being average and just go to church and know the protocol. I want me a relationship with God. I want a real one. I don't want to get down here and just pray and I just hear myself praying and I'll never hear from him. I talk to God and he talk to me. I got me a cell phone. It ain't one way, it's two way. Come boring, you just sitting in church, just going and admiring what's out there in the world. Facebook don't impress me. Cars, money, what the world calls success, that don't impress me. I got to have, let me tell you something, you better have your relationship with God. When everything's gonna start not measuring up, even your own peace, your own love, your own sanity. You better have something real with God. When that little small voice talk to me and tell me, give me instructions. If he say get away from them people, I'm getting away from them people. Say embrace them, I'm gonna embrace them. And you'll be surprised. People pretending like they put a portrait like they don't understand why they don't have it. You doing a little something over here. You're doing a little something over here. God told you to do this here. You didn't really do it. You got your little boyfriend, your little girlfriend. You got all this and little stuff. And then even the thing about it is, you ain't nothing but a dime piece to them. Oh, Lord. I ain't finna be a piece of nothing. I got me a whole God. Ain't no love. If nobody else don't love you, God love you. And then you seeking it from other places. Slow it down. Slow it down. Y'all love the Lord? Tell the Lord thank you. I don't mind being different. I don't mind. It is he choosing men. Now these are the first disciples that he calling. Come on, let's finish this. We'll go at Luke 5:7. Read.
And they beckoned unto their partners, which were in the other ship, that they should come and help them. And they came and filled both the ships, so that they began to sink. When Simon Peter saw it, he fell down at Jesus' knees, saying, Depart from me, for I am a sinful man.
Now notice how the inadequate man is responding to God. What we have today is a lot of proud people.
That's right.
Why? Because they have an admiration for the world.
That's right.
Well, I ain't gonna even say that. They have an admiration for even church, to be like certain church people. They comparing themselves among themselves. Peter's response is, he said, I'm a sinful man.
Yes.
Why? Because what did Peter do? He went to Jesus and said, hey, we've been fishing all night. You gonna tell me to throw the net over there? Fishing all night. Look, this is what I do for a living. He ain't drank, he ain't smoked, he ain't fussed, he ain't cussed. He just talked back. I've been toiling all night and ain't caught nothing. And you want me to throw? Nevertheless, I'll do it. I'll be obedient to you. Tell somebody, no matter how you feel, you better be obedient. He spoke his opinion, but he still was obedient. He threw the net. He launched it. I don't care how much it hurt you. Tell somebody you got to be obedient. I don't care how much he just messed up. He talking back. But he was obedient. Humbling yourself is the key to your success. He said, for I am a sinful man, O Lord. 9th verse, read.
For he was astonished, and all that were with him, at the draught of the fishes which they had taken. And so was also James and John, the sons of Zebedee, which were partners with Simon. And Jesus said unto Simon, Fear not, from henceforth thou shalt catch men.
Now Jesus saw something in these men that made them unique to him. Notice the 10th verse. He said, Fear not. He saw the fear of God on them. He saw fear of God on some unsuccessful fishermen. Somebody that didn't even measure up to the world's definition of success. He said, Fear not, from henceforth thou shalt catch men. What he's saying? Because you weren't even good at catching fish. He said, but don't fear, don't worry about that. He said, your job now going to be to catch men. Now notice, okay, this is another reason. What's the difference in these inadequate people and a lot of inadequate people today? One, here you see the fear of God. Now the 11th verse finna show you the difference in the day. Read.
And when they had brought their ships to land, they forsook all and followed him.
You don't know how to cut loose who God say cut loose. The Bible say they forsook all and follow. God tell you, he'll tell you, get away from family, get away from this person, get away from them people. I mean influence, and then to pride today is, they forsook all. Inadequate, not too bright, till they call them ignorant and unlearned. UESE. And they forsook all, and they followed him. This inadequate bishop had to do the same process and haven't stopped. And I'm not going to tell you it's easy, because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. If you didn't have no pain in it, it wouldn't be no problem. Everybody would be just taking up their cross and just following him. They going to hurt. You're going to be talked about. You're going to be lied on. You're going to be looked down upon. Because everything that God has done, I don't feel like I deserve it. Yes, sir. I know it had to be the Lord. But it costs. I don't have what others have. I don't have relationships like other people. I'm not privy to be living a certain standard. I'm talking about relationships with family, friends, church folks, everything. It costs. If you're going to be real, because when all this other stuff start not working and failing, only thing you're going to have is what God gave you. Is you being obedient to the Lord. Because you can grow, you can be walking with God and He still let you see yourself. Now look at the job, Matthew 10:1. Now He done called these men, and now remember they were fishermen, and now He told them that now you're going to catch men. I noticed the life and the process of Him calling people that are inadequate. Remember, don't try to build your kingdom alone. And we're going to notice the process. And so now we see God. We saw it in Moses. He chose an inadequate man. Now we see it in these 12 apostles. They weren't successful at what they were doing. Matthew 10:1, read.
And when He had called unto Him His 12 disciples, He gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out, and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. Now the names of the 12.
Now He giving them something to do that they didn't have the ability to do before He called them. Giving them power. Now, mind you, they ain't spoken tongue. Matthew 10. They haven't spoken tongue. They got power over unclean spirits, cast them out, to heal all manner of sickness, all manner of disease. They ain't spoken tongue. Second verse, read.
Now the names of the 12 disciples are these: the first, Simon, who is called Peter, and Andrew his brother, James the son of Zebedee, and John his brother, Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas and Matthew the publican, James the son of Alphaeus, and Lebbaeus, whose surname was Thaddeus, Simon the Canaanite, and Judas Iscariot, who also betrayed Him. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not.
Now you notice here, He is giving them instructions and dismantling their life. They were fishermen. He's telling them where to go. He's going to tell them what to do. People do what they want to do. Well, yeah, I spoke in tongues, and Pastor, this is what I want to do. They want to tell the man of God, this is what I'm doing. And this is how, I'm good at this. You're good at that, but look at you. If you got a product and it's good, somebody gonna want it. But if you go with Jesus, if you invest into God, you can never go wrong. So now He done called some inadequate men. He's telling them where to go and telling them where not to go. Oh Lord. Read that first verse again.
And
the fifth verse, Matthew 10:5. Read.
These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and to any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
He's telling them where not to go and telling them where to go. And what is this 5th and 6th verse really saying? He's telling them what people not to deal with and telling them what people to deal with. You better deal with who God told you to deal with. And you better cut loose who he said cut loose. So this is a dilemma because you got inadequate people and they stuck because they ain't doing all the details. And when I say cut loose, I'm talking about influence. You know, I'm not saying you don't never talk to these people, you don't never be around. I'm not saying that. I'm saying they can no longer influence. And when God says sanctify, you sanctify. There's sometimes people holding conversations and I just get up and leave. I don't want to hear that mess. They wanted to hurry up and go and look at the Super Bowl last night. I didn't want nobody around me hollering. Go Bucks. I don't care nothing about no Bucks. They won. What you got out the deal? Brady got some extra millions. But what you got? Nothing. My neighbors, they was hollering and, you know, people just partying and, you know, like they won something. Brady won't even speak to you. Only reason he's speaking to them niggas he talking to because they help him get where he got. He getting what? 50 million, they getting 250,000. He throwing the ball 50 million, they catch it 250,000. If I'm gonna be into something, I'm getting something out to do. Got me something going on with Jesus. They call inadequate folks. Told them who to be with, where to go, where not to go, who you can be with, who you cannot be with. 7th verse read.
And as you go, preach, saying, The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give. Provide neither gold, nor silver, nor brass in your purses.
He said, now, understand me. You know when I met you, you ain't have no fish. So you were broke when I met you. So now you don't have no problem. It said, provide neither gold, nor silver, nor brass in your purses. See, so don't act like you know, sometimes people can say, man, if you met me 4 hours, say like you had it all together before you were saved. You were broke before you got here and you're broke now. You can't wait for that stimulus check. And boy, they sure enough talking that. The day they talking about giving $3,400 for every child. You ain't getting nothing for free. So, they ain't talking about $1,400 no more? $3,400 per child. Somebody being sold their soul. These folk around here 5 deep, 4 deep. Turn. They been around talking about bottom. No, sir. I ain't flipping the script. I ain't flipping the script. This is a wonderful life. He can take the treasures of darkness and give it to me. I ain't finna change. If that 3,400 gonna cause, you got to take a shot. They're trying to jump up the price. Is that included if you take the shot? No. You say that, mother, but somebody else say, oh no. Man, I got 5, I got 4, I got 3. Oh, man, oh. 5 times 3,400. What's that? Y'all love the Lord?
I love you, Jesus. I love you, Jesus.
How much? Man. 17,000. They're even trying to sneak that number 7 like it's spiritual. I want to be saved.
Yes, sir.
Let me see. What is it going to cost to follow God? Because it's costing them. Not a normal material life or natural life. Matthew 10:11 read.
And into whatsoever city or town ye shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy, and there abide till ye go thence. And when ye come into an house, salute it. And if the house be worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it be not worthy, let your peace return to you. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city.
So he's sitting here telling them exactly how he wants them to carry out the process, telling them how to respond to people who respond to them, and telling them how to reject people that don't want to respond. Y'all calm down. Y'all love the Lord. Tell the Lord thank you. I call your name out live. Y'all love the Lord. Tell the Lord thank you. So now let's get the other part of this life. The 16th verse. Again, inadequate people. Really all they got is God and instructions. 16th verse, read.
Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
Okay, so now understand, I'm finna send you out there now. And then there's gonna be some snakes. There's some snakes around here. I ain't talking about around here. It might be something around here, you know. They keep their head tucked up on them. There's some snakes out there. He said, now, I'm sending you in the midst of wolves. He said, but you got to be wise as a serpent and humble as a dove. He said, but it's going to be always somebody at you. A wolf ain't just going to try to creep up on you. And a wolf ain't really want to fight face to face. He want to catch you with your back turned. He want to sneak. You know, so he want to come at you. He said, I'm finna send you in the midst of wolves. Tell somebody you got to go. 17th verse, read.
But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And ye shall be brought before the governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you.
Now, the Lord wants you to understand something. He said, now I want to speak through you. I got you. But what you had to do? You had to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. You got to humble yourself. And your admiration can't be, because I'm sending you among people who are successful. I'm sending you among people who are out here. And then you walk in somebody's house, oh, this is so beautiful. I never seen nothing like this in my life. You know, I wish I could live like this. I love this life he gave me. See, it ain't nobody in this world I want to be like. I'm serious. There ain't a man in this world, woman neither. I better say that, because these days you don't know what they go for. Ain't a man or a woman. I'm good. It's one thing I know. I know I'm saved. I know I'm saved. I don't want to go to somebody else and be in somebody else and find out, hey, you know what? They ain't really saved. They're speaking in tongues, and then this, that. He said, now, I want you to understand, I'm with you. Read that 21st verse, read.
And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents, and cause them to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. But when they persecute you in the city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. The disciple is not about his master.
Read it again, 24th verse.
The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household?
If they calling Jesus the devil, what you think they're going to say about you? And call him Beelzebub. You say, well, he said that more shall they call them of his household. You're trying to be accepted. You're trying to. I found man, there's no greater love. I found it. I'm gonna make this work. It don't matter about the other side. Because it's one thing, if you're rejected, you're still being accepted by God. So now, here's that fear that's manifested that he speak of. Matthew 10 and 26, read.
Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known.
So why you think the people that's sneaking getting away with what they doing? Why you think the person that really doing you wrong is they living better than you? Something wrong with your thinking. Right. You say, fear them not, therefore there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. God said, I already know, but you sitting here thinking that, okay, look at it, I'm over here, I'm living for God, and I'm struggling over here, and look at them, they over there, they living so good, they so happy, and so forth. You don't know. Then you got folk sneaking around and doing a little something, doing a little something, look like they prospering and so forth. And then you have it, the Lord saying, ain't nothing hid that will not be known. Judge nothing before the time.
Thank you.
Sometimes you ready to speak on something that God just gives a little, he getting enough evidence before he manifests what's going on for real. Do y'all love the Lord? These folk, they want to have certain things, but they took shortcuts. Yes. They want to get married, but they take shortcuts.
Come on now.
Oh, Lord. They want money, they want success, but they want to take shortcuts.
Yes.
You can't take no shortcut and be happy with what you got.
What you say?
And then somebody else looking over there, they're drooling. I wish I had that. I wish I had that. You don't know.
Come on.
You don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
Thank you, Jesus.
You don't know, even when people go to sleep, you don't know how God deal with them when they go to sleep.
That's right. Thank you, Jesus.
God be dealing with them. By the time you see judgment, God done came and warned, God done came and said,
Yes.
God done came and showed, and them people just ignored him and ignored him and ignored him. And then everybody, why did that happen? God know. Tell somebody, you better be real.
Better be real.
You better be real. You better not be around here playing,
That's right.
skinny dipping and slipping.
Amen.
In the game last night, man, just ran across the football field, you know, and you know, he on national TV. He went to running on the field, and then they had to stop playing, and they had to go to a commercial. I said, that man just cost them people millions of dollars. I said, he finna go to jail. Now, you know they got everything. If they take a timeout, they already got a commercial for this timeout. They got a commercial for this and a 30-second timeout, you know, and they got 10, 15-second commercials now. That's about 20, 30 million. So they'll be showing the game and the commercial on half of your screen all at the same time. That's money. This man done ran just to get some people to hoorah him. Man, I ran in the middle of the Super Bowl. And I said, oh, this man done caused them to go to a commercial. Coach didn't call his time out. That man with half a shirt on, running across the football field just to get some people to take, look what I done. Sometimes people do things just to be accepted, just to be seen, just to want to be a part of something and somebody that really don't want you. But you got to do little things against God to have this and that. I ain't taking no, tell somebody, you better not be taking no shortcuts. Don't be taking no shortcuts. Y'all love the Lord. Tell him thank you.
Thank you.
It's death all around us.
Yes.
I never thought I'd be going to look at obituaries. You ain't even got to do that. You just stroll down your timeline on Facebook and see who. It's just, oh my goodness. And I thought Corona was easing up. Looked like it done hit another gear. And here it is, he taking care of us. He taking care of us. This make me want to obey him even more. This make me want to serve him even more. So I can just steal away. I was thinking today, the Lord said, look, he said, you sit out and you just talk. He said, the church growing. He said, you ain't doing what they're doing. He said, you sitting down talking.
It's a blessing.
He said, I raised you up this way. Why? Because I had to survive during this time right here. Just preaching, and no, not feeding, just excitement and no feeding. You won't survive today. Matter of fact, the church is closed. Or they sitting in churches with masks on and got 6 chairs apart. I said, praise the Lord. How y'all doing over there? How you doing, Shantice? Praise the Lord. You know, when you used to shake or either hug. Now you just. You know, I'm still. I ain't got used to it. You know, I'm going somewhere. I'm talking with people, and then I walk. I say, hey, how you doing? And then they. And y'all, it's been. You know, I'll be forgetting. You know, does some mean, don't you touch me? You touch my clothes. You know, I'm just slow. You know, somebody see you and sing like, hey, how you doing? And then I'm like, man, why I ain't seeing you? And then I stick my hand out and they, you know. I said, okay, all right. And now, and some people, you know, they just, you know, they see you and then they just take the mask and just pull it up. I said, oh Lord, geez. Do I look like Corona? I mean, you just walk by. Man, we was walking up there in Huntsville, and me and some brothers, we was walking. Matter of fact, I think it was Nathan's job, and going to his job. And we walked up there, and some people were standing up there, and they saw us coming. They all pull their masks up. I said, oh my goodness. They was out there talking. And then when we walked, they pulled their masks up. If being obedient to God gonna make me be alienated, it's fine. And that's what this virus is doing. It's sanctifying the true church. Why? Because we ain't finna do all this stuff they saying do. Because what we do, tell somebody what we doing is working now. It's working now. Well, even with the eating process, what happens 2 or 3 years from now, and then the system ain't gonna be the way it is. You can't just go to Walmart. You gotta learn how to eat off the ground. You gotta learn how to go out there and grow your own food. And then what was he trying to get our systems prepared for what's finna take place? Eating raw. Mother came to the house, got the leaf, just like we eat it. I said, this the leaf of life. She said, can I eat one? Just got the leaf, pull it out the ground, just eat it. You know, it's another life. Now remember, we're talking to men. Now understand, they're on the law at the time. You know, this dispensation of grace didn't start till after the death of Christ. So Jesus is bringing in a whole nother doctrine, Bible teaching, under law. And these men, they lived under law, and now Jesus is leading them to break every rule of law. Yes. They're going to be working, what they call working on the Sabbath, on a Saturday. They're going to be working on the Sabbath. They're going to pluck some corn on the Sabbath. They're going to be healing people, casting out demons. Jesus telling the man, take up your bed and walk. That's moving furniture. Jesus got the man moving furniture on the Sabbath. They weren't even studying about the notable miracle. They done seen this man lame for over 30 years down here lame, and then he telling them, take up that bed and walk. And they ain't concerned about, look at the man, look at the lame man walking. They don't care. They're so busy, they stuck into what everybody else doing. He said, look man, what you doing? The day to say, he carrying a bed on the Sabbath. You moving furniture. Tell somebody God will take you down a route that'll cause you a little trouble. Have a few haters. Have to cut loose a little group you like. Oh.
Of his own household. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it.
This is the requirement of poor, inadequate people, the type of people Jesus called. He said, now you're going to cause some friction in your family too. Why the Bible said they forsook all. He said, nah, Anybody that can't go through this, he said, you ain't worthy of me. You see incidents in the Bible where they were beaten, and then they went out rejoicing. They counted worthy to be suffering with God. And here it is today. People they ain't saying that. I ain't having that. And there are rewards for obedience. Matthew 10 and 40. Read.
He that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me.
So let's just take this a little bit. He said, he that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. He said, now, he that receiveth you, they're going to see the oneness of God. He said Jesus said they're going to receive me, and they're going to receive him that sent me. You know what he's saying? They're going to see that I'm God. They're going to see this God talking to them. Yes. Tell somebody, you better be obedient. You ain't going to be able to see. I told you, you can't see it, you can't have it. You got to at least be able to see it. You don't even have it, but I can see it. If I can see it, then I can have it. Tell somebody, you got to see it before you get it. Now, these rewards for following instructions, I could speak it into existence. I was so worn yesterday. I didn't sleep none Saturday night. I was so worn. I said, when I walk out there, it's an unction from God. I'm going to have an unction from God. He's going to give me strength. And I walked out there and it just hit me. And then when I got home, the Lord said, you said what was going to happen. Son, who gonna do this? The one that endured to the end. Not just being here for this season. You know, everything going good right now. You praising God. You know. Mother, don't you quiet down when we praying. You know, you can do it when you're praying with somebody. You want to praise God? Praise God. But when it hit me, I'ma holler. But it got to be a holy cry. Not just a sounding brass and a tinkling cymbal, just making some noise. Disobedient and crying out. You know, don't want to do what God say what you do. I mean, come and visit you and, we had a good prayer, but you ain't changing. We have a good prayer. Good prayer means I'm changing. And then anyway I do, send a test to show me if I'm changed for real. Now, I feel good in prayer. If I feel good in prayer, I can feel good when I get up. I can feel, and I know it when the test comes. Why? I got me some in prayer. I got some from the Word of God. Why? Because the test came and I'm all right. I'm all right. Somebody tell him thank you. Matthew 10:41. Read.
He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. And whosoever shall give drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward.
He said, you so blessed, anybody who bless you, I'm going to bless them. Tell somebody I'm blessed like that. I know the saints love me. They always trying to do something for me. You know, they were arguing about who going to buy Bishop this and who going to buy that. Let me buy. I said, well, y'all just split it up then. No, y'all letting this one buy more than this one. You know, and You don't suppose to think that you supposed to have that just because you see a man of God having that. Because the Bible says we're supposed to have double honor. Something wrong when you think you're supposed to get double honor. You out your place. You don't supposed to get what I don't suppose to receive what Apostle Kyle received. I'm supposed to have what he had. I don't supposed to be looking for that. I know he's supposed to get more than me. I know he's supposed to have more than me. I ain't trying to be that. Something wrong when you think you supposed to. You better watch out, Jezebel. You better watch out, Bar Jesus. You better watch out. Thinking you think it's just something. Riding piggyback off of the life of somebody else. You better have your own relationship with God. Because there's a day we're going to have to meet our Maker. You better have your own relationship with God. You say, well, I was riding with Shanice, big dog. All right. See, she ain't leading me. I'm leading her. I done been tried, tested by her. And she come to the conclusion, that's my pastor. How long you been on Raw? Okay. That's good. That's good. But Leo been starting over every other day. We ride for Selma. Leo said, I'm starting at midnight. I said, oh, come on, Leo, stop this. Stop it, Leo. Will you please stop it? You know, just stop this. Pastor, I'm serious. I'm starting at midnight. I said, well, I thought you did that 3 days ago. Well, I'm starting over. And then the next, I wasn't 24 hours. He one of them guys who mix everything together. And I'm sitting there. I said, Leo, what happened to the Raw? Just pray for me, Pastor. It wasn't 24 hours. He's sitting at the table with me. They up there making some bricks. Jalen and Clifford, Keyshawn eating bricks. You know, he's like, oh man, this is good. I said, that's jailhouse food. They got you eating jailhouse food. You know, and boy, they just had them a brick fellowship. And I mean, they making Fritos and noodles and wrapping it in some potato chip wrapper, and Jalen made it with hot water. He know how to make them too. Ben know how to make them bricks. I'm sitting there, man. I said, man, y'all eating that? He said, Bishop, is this raw? Because all I did was put some warm water in it. I said, well, I guess I can't sit there because we drank tea. He said, all I did was put hot water. They made a whole meal with some hot water. I said, Bishop, this bricks. And Leo sitting there, just pray for me, Pastor. Just pray for me. I'm going to get it right. I said, okay. Y'all love the Lord? God loved you so till he took an inadequate person like us. He got instructions for you. He got a life plan for you. And he got a reward for you. Tell somebody, follow instructions. Who gonna get this? The one that endured to the end. Tell somebody I'm still under construction. God's still working on me. I'm still going through this. I can still see my inadequate self. You know, spirits fight you when you got an assignment. You got an assignment. I saw your tears tonight. I saw her tears tonight. And you gotta let a man of God help push you. Why? Because life will have you looking around and you say, man, I don't like nothing happening my way. Like everybody, the Spirit tell you everybody else doing good. Anybody here went through that? Everybody look like they saved and everybody doing good and everybody, like, look at me. They done told everybody that. But that thing will tell you, you the only one. It told me when I first came and said, you can't be saved like that. Look at these people. You think you finna live like that? You can't live like that. And then I turned around and had a dream. The devil beat me up. I said, well, I guess I'm finna backslide. You know, I had a man of God preach life in me. Tell somebody, God finna take you higher. You just ain't finna be like this person. You ain't gonna be like this person. You are fingerprinted. Yes. And you're so busy trying to be like this one and be. You think this someone over here. You know, look at all I'm doing good. I'm the only one struggling like this. That's a knot of head lie. That's why you got weave.
Lord, I thank you, Jesus.
I'm the only one struggling. No, you ain't. Tell somebody we all fighting. And you know what? And you don't even know you're winning. Because you're fighting on the inside, but you ain't doing it. You feel like doing it, but you ain't doing it. Tell somebody you're still winning. Why? Because you ain't done it. Or you done stopped doing it. You winning. So don't base your relationship with God on your emotions. I don't feel, you know. And quit trying to control people. Your happiness is consistent. You trying to control other people. Sister, you're going to have to be subject. If you get married, you're going to be subject. Brother, you're going to marry, you're going to provide. Amen. Simple as that. If you don't want to provide, I call it like it is. You're infidel. If she don't want to be subject, she's Jezebel. Come on. She don't want to be no pastor, don't want to be no preacher. She just want to control you. That's it. You gotta pay the cost to be the boss. Get a job. I like it. You know, Byron told me today, he said, it feels so good. I paid all the bills. I hope, he said it feels good. Old brother couldn't keep no job, couldn't even keep 50 cents. Guess what? His wife helped him. She helped him. And still got him close enough to him. Hey, you better match that button over there. He said, it feels so good. I paid all these bills. I feel good. I said, boy, you sound like a man of God. You sound like a man. Y'all love the Lord? Wow. I said, now you still got to do that. On that bad day when Sheila come in there looking funny, you still got to pay all them bills. What you look at that? You still got to pay them bills. I said, I know, Bishop. I know. I said, okay, because she's smiling right now. When I said that, she was over there blushing just now, you know. She's just over there. If she could turn red, she'll be red. But you still got to pay them bills if the Lion King show up. She come in there like the Lion King. Still better pay them bills. You know, y'all love the Lord. God choose people that did not have it together. They gotta follow instructions. They gotta humble themselves, and they get a reward. Trouble ain't gonna last all day. You ain't gonna always be in the condition you're in. You ain't gonna always be in the situation you're in. Y'all love the Lord?